From here, I started to look into like some storytelling. It's pretty yikes.
Chads like me, Chad artists that know all about Chad lighting.
Testing. All right. Hey guys, it's been a long time since I've made a YouTube video, and I really want to get back into this platform. So I want to make it easy for myself. This is a video based on my artistic growth since 2014 till now, I believe. Let's just get into it. Okay, so this is where we start off. This is where I've kept everything archived. My good old DeviantArt. Hey, not trying to flex my watches or anything, although, yeah, it's pretty good. I don't really post here anymore, but it's a great place for me to like look back on. And sometimes I update this place. I think the last time was, let's have a look. May 26th this year. So yeah, I still update it. As I said, this is where I started with my art when I decided to get serious back in 2014. It's been a pretty long journey. I made sure to post everything that I did on this website. Yeah, when I say everything, I mean everything. So it's like not many studies in here, right? You'll hear me talk about this a lot if you know me from either Discord or on my streams. I'll talk about how my growth was really based on me putting in time on my personal pieces of illustrations or concepts. I didn't really spend much time doing studies. I found that for me personally, I think in order for me to draw more and put more mileage in, it's really about enjoying my time drawing. And I'm not the type of person to enjoy master studies or anatomy studies and all that. So yeah, I think we'll just head right in, go into the first piece. It even says here first deviation, so you know that's legit, right? Ooh, jeez. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so when was this? This was yeah, late 2013. It's basically 2014, right guys? So I started this after seeing a lot of YouTube videos of speed paints and all that, and I wanted to try my own one. Very smart of me to just jump right into a speed paint instead of trying to do anything a little bit more legit. Man, look at the brushwork here. You got the little spray of sand. Wonderful, perfect control of light. To be honest, it's like it's not that bad. I spent a lot of time drawing when I was a kid, so I do have some sort of foundation and knowledge with painting, though not really. More on like the drawing side. And you'll see how that helps me out, and like you can see my painting slowly catch up to my drawing ability, and then I have to like pick up on my drawing ability eventually. Some of the people that really inspired me was Blue Flay or Cube Brush. So I watched a lot of his videos when I started off, saw his process and tried to use a lot of his process and themes. This one is kind of yikes. We didn't talk about that. Let's keep moving. Okay, so that was like, this was my preparation to get into an art school or university, I guess. So I was applying for an animation course, and this was some stuff I was trying to build up to it. And then eventually, like the stuff I did in here is when I was already in the course. I think we need to just design a character and do 3 illustrations, and that was this one, and this one. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I think within the span of just a few months, I did get a little bit better. So this was March 2014, and the end of the assignment was April. That was late March as well. So I think you can see, yeah, there's a bit of growth here already. I think, as I said, mileage and spending time painting is just what you need to do to improve. And you should really depend on that in the beginning. You should really enjoy what you want to do and not really care about, am I choosing the right path? Am I practicing right? Just enjoy art, and you draw it more, and you'll learn as you go. Some more speed paintings and stuff as we go here. Random GIFs I made. I was trying animation, I think. Whee! Very fun. Let's see, when was this? I think this was a bit of a breakthrough for me, because I figured out you can get cloud brushes. Oh damn, look at that. Look at these clouds. Hell yeah. So this was what? June 11th, 2014. So a month later from the last ones I opened up. I think I was getting a bit more interesting with like my posing, but style wise, I'm still sort of all over the place. All right, moving on. I started doing some portraits on Reddit as well for people who put on Reddit Gets Drawn. Pretty cool subreddit if you want to check it out, and if you just need some references of portraits to draw, why not just draw someone else and make their day? From here, I started to look into like some storytelling. It's pretty yikes. Man, that is messy. I don't know what I was thinking here, but yeah, we'll keep going. When was that actually? This was July. So I don't think there was too much growth between this one to the one we saw just then. God dang. I think this is actually legit like the first mech I drew, and it's not good. Man, she needs sleep. Okay. And then I think I took a big break. I had like a really bad downtime between, when was it? When was the last time I did something? August till, I think it was between here. August till January, I was just playing Destiny all day. It was really tough. I think everyone goes through that, and I want to make more videos about this topic, about how I overcame that, how I was thinking, how I was feeling, and how I feel now as someone who does art all day, basically, and the mentality I have. We all go through tough times, I do want to say that, and it's definitely something you can overcome if you have the right mindset. So I'll probably make more videos on that another time. Okay, so yeah, this stuff that you see here is when I started a mentorship with Anthony Jones. I think mentorships are a great way for you to improve and learn from professionals directly. It's not as expensive as going to art school. For those who don't know, I didn't end up going to the art school. I went for one semester and then I dropped out. It wasn't that great, especially, you know, I don't think Australia provides the right type of education for art. So I definitely think that dropping out was a good choice for me. But I picked up a mentorship with Anthony Jones. He taught me a lot. He taught me about everything I was missing in my fundamentals. So I wasn't using lighting and values correctly, and he really fixed that up for me. And that's how I learned to paint a lot better. And you can see within the span of, when was this? January till February, just 1 month, I got a better grasp on values and lighting. So my style started to change. The reason I chose Anthony Jones as well is because I really enjoyed the Dark Souls style, and I felt like Anthony Jones had a really edgy look to his work that I wanted to imitate. So that's why I chose his mentorship, and this was the results, the artwork here. Speaking of mentorships, I also do hold my own mentorship classes. We meet 4 times a month, once a week. I currently have 6 classes and just a few more spots available. You can read more about it in the link in the description, Patreon. And yeah, if you're interested, just let me know. All right, back on this. So after the mentorship, I made like some major breakthroughs. I started to understand what I need to practice, what I need to learn. And that's, again, the great thing about a mentorship. It gives you direction for what you need to do. I could try out different techniques as well. I was learning to kit bash my own work and created pretty cool artwork out of that. Like this one was when I started to kit bash. So my mechs started to get more interesting because I started to incorporate new techniques. Painting got a lot more interesting as well. So I thought about lighting some more. This was May, so it's not too far off from when I did the mentorship. It's about 3 months after. And these were all pretty quick as well, so that's like a speed paint. This piece was a pretty big breakthrough piece for me as well. I got quite a lot of attention from this because it's a fantasy setting. This was done for a Kickstarter, James Perkins' Salt and Wounds. It was a D&D guidebook, I think it was. Tabletop RPG setting created by James Perkins. Yeah, there it is. You can read more about it here. I don't believe it did follow through in the end, unfortunately. But yeah, this was back in June 2015. So this is about 1.5 years in from when I started, and yeah, it's about like 5 months after the mentorship as well. So you can see pretty big difference. I think this was another big breakthrough piece for me. This got quite a lot of attention on Reddit and some other places I posted on. It's just really cool. I think I was going for that more illustrative Warcraft style. Colors are still a bit meh, but you know, it was good for the time. You can see like some influences as we go through here as well. Like down here, a lot of Anthony Jones influence. The way I'm like, the way I'm composing my illustrations. Some Warcraft influence in here. Some other artists starting to pop up as influences, like Ranjia in here. You can see that approach for that jaw is so Ranjia, man. I'll link all these artists in the bottom as well, by the way. Warcraft influence. When was this? This was September. So a few months down. A lot better control for my forms and lighting. I think this is when I started to get hired. I remember this was the last piece I painted before I was hired, and that was 2 years in, and that was also the goal I set for myself at the beginning. I think it's important that you set your goals and give yourself a time frame to work towards your medium-term goals. So my medium-term goal was to be hired as a concept artist within 2 years, and I was a little bit late, just by about 2 months, but I did make it in the end, within roughly that amount of time. I think that helped me push myself in terms of how many hours I want to apply to art in a day. But basically, yeah, you want to set realistic goals, don't make it too crazy, understand how quickly you improve, what the current standard of the industry is like, and try to set a goal that is definitely reachable. And since I started working, I think I had less time for personal work. So then things start to slow down from here between January 2016 till, let's have a look at like maybe here. June. Oh, I still did quite a lot actually. So yeah, well, here's another point then. Despite, spending all your time at work, maybe 8 hours a day or more, you should still try to find time to fit in personal work for your own personal growth, to keep expanding your personal portfolio as well, so you can get hired and get better opportunities, or prove to your current workplace that you're worth it, because you're definitely going to feel that imposter syndrome hit. It's pretty intense for your first job, but you got to believe in yourself, keep doing personal work, keep improving, and your workplace will notice as well. The next kind of big breakthrough for me was probably these pieces. I think it's when I started to push a little bit further with what I was designing. I didn't want to just draw stuff randomly, like speed paint style characters. I put a little bit more thought and planning to this. So I wanted to incorporate modern day fashion with feudal Japan, but they're robots. So I'm mixing kind of 3 time eras, and this is the result. And a lot of people liked it. You can see I got like quite a lot of favorites from this one here as well. Yeah, so I started to realize putting more thought into my work, surprisingly, will get you better results. Explored some weapon designs. I think I did another mentorship again in here. So I got 4 more characters out of that mentorship. And then this is when I lost my job. And it sounds like a bad thing, but think about the positive side of everything, and you'll notice that I pumped out way more work. And I was like streaming, I was on Twitch doing daily paintings, and I pumped out a lot of work, and I got way better at efficiency and brushwork during that time. So take everything bad and look at the good side, and you'll live a happy life. Yeah, from here there's not too much else to talk about. I think it's really just me consistently drawing still, whether I was freelancing, whether I was in a studio. I wanted to grow and keep improving myself and try out different things. I try out different things like adding more environments and larger pieces of illustrations, environments here, and eventually I had like some other big breakthroughs, such as this piece. I was going for more like a riot style splash art, and it just goes to show that you always should sort of push yourself and be hungry for improvement. Don't stay in the same spot. Always push yourself. Try different things. Weapon designs. A doggo playing poker. I don't know, man. Keep pushing. Oh, okay, no, I can't skip this. This is like bittersweet in my opinion, this timeline. It's when I started to do, I really enjoyed the anime Boku no Hero Academia. I did some mech designs and this went crazy on Reddit. I was posting on Reddit and I was like updating them maybe like once every 2 days, and they were in love with this. But eventually I got burnt out doing this because I was spending like my nights after work doing these illustrations, and yeah, like uploading them, doing like the videos for them. I think I have one of the videos two of the videos on YouTube actually. So yeah, I was putting a lot of effort into this, and eventually I got kind of burnt out. I might come back to it. I got a lot of messages about people wanting me to finish it off and, you know, do All Might and some of the other cool characters that have popped out recently. I'll think about it. And that's about it. These days, we can find me on ArtStation. You can see my most recent works, and I've definitely gone away from the styles I mentioned before. I've started to dive into my own style. You can definitely see influences from that whole journey that I just spoke about. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing my growth. If you'd like to follow me, I'd recommend following my ArtStation these days. Instagram as well is another big one. I'll link all those in my description. I'll be trying to pop out more videos as well. I want to talk about mentality a lot, how I stayed on top of my game, stayed strong, and didn't really let anything hold me back from wanting to improve and push myself. Hopefully you'll see that within a year. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you enjoyed this content, and let me know what you want to see in the future. Thank you. Peace.